Okay, if you ever want to get testimonies very easily, then listen up. This is exactly how I've done it for hundreds of the coaches that I've helped build their courses online. And these are the two most powerful videos that we're going to get through for coaches and course creators if you're growing your WAP, your school community, or you're selling your knowledge online, which I've done over the past 5 years. So you want to master the art of collecting testimonials that actually convert prospects into paying clients and not just get the wrong one. So many times we realize that we just ask for a testimony, but we don't know the exact copy. Below, I'm going to give you my number and the school community where we actually put this copy in that you can get it and copy and paste and send to your clients right now to grow your course or coaching community. Okay, so this is why testimonials don't work most of the time and why they fall short. Okay, she's amazing or best coach ever doesn't have any generic results. Okay, a lot of times because prospects are already skeptical, it just looks that way. One of the best ways that's not even on these slides that I'm going to say is when you get on a Loom or a Zoom with somebody and they're actually on the screen and you ask them, hey, was this valuable, which I used to do? And they're like, oh, yeah, it is. And that same response, or right after they win, they just hit their 100K month, right? Like Gene did. I got to go, Gene of the Go-Getter family, one of our clients here that we have his automated webinar. I have to go through our Zoom videos when he actually found out he did it. And if I did that, it would do way better than his long testimony that I asked him for. So that's that. In the moment when you get people who are actually celebrating, they just closed a real estate deal for Robert and his Finance Insider Mastermind that I'm a co-founder in. One of those deals definitely work, okay? So what prospects really need is they need to know three things, okay? Your ideal client to know, will this help me get the result I'm looking for? Okay, so to do that, testimonies are a great way to share. And you really want 4 types of testimonies and 4 types that look like different people. If you're going broad niche, okay, if you don't have your niche down, you want to open up to everybody. When I used to sell windows back in the day, I used to bring out 4 testimonies. One thing I did every time on a sales presentation, and one thing I tell all my saleswomen and salesmen to do is always show a testimonial. Do not get there or get on a call without it. So these are the 2 testimonial frames that I use that convert, okay? The first one is the 3 pillars. It's going through someone's character, their knowledge, and recommendation, proving that you're the right person to help. So I always ask, hey, what would you think of me about my character? What do you say about my character? If you go a couple lines on that, my knowledge that I have in marketing and course creating and courses and webinars, right? And would you refer anybody to work with me again? Proving that you're the right person to help. These alone will help someone realize that the character is probably the most important thing when people are working with a coach or course creator, because there's a lot of people that have they didn't come out like Tony Robbins, okay? The second thing is transformational story, okay? This is a case study testimonial. So you have them just tell about when you closed your 9-unit deal and how that worked before you had it and how you funded it, right? Have them do it. It's real work. Those are real tangible, especially when you ask somebody for a testimonial. It doesn't work. Now, you always want video testimonial. Video testimonial is way better because people can see it. They can see it in one of people saying it. And then you can always transcribe that to text testimony. So if people do, you want to ask, hey, can you give me a 2 to 3 sentence video on my character, my knowledge, and recommendation? Or, hey, can you walk me through this? And I'd always ask for recommendation as well, okay? So the 3 pillars, just to go over it, if you're taking notes or you're seeing this, and this is also inside our school community if you're in here, or our online Whoop. But the framework asks the clients to evaluate you across 3 dimensions, okay? So character, who you are as a person, very key. People connect with people, okay? Still until AI is taking over, people want to work with people. Your integrity and reliability. So many people don't just want to buy something that then you're just gone for, okay? How you show up for clients. I've actually not taken so many clients so I could actually focus on people when it was and give them as much as it was because I valued my character and my brand as whatever Jeff the Entrepreneur became, okay? Knowledge is this. Knowledge shouldn't be hard, okay? But people want to know what they're paying for in coaches or course creators is your knowledge, okay? When you're going into getting paid for a course, I've known this. I've only been paid for my knowledge. Doing this all the way and helping people get to, I used to have a course called the 100K Formula that really showed people how to get to 100K, right? Through just use of their knowledge, okay? So you want people to say, hey, what are we going to be doing with our knowledge? And then recommendation is key, why they'd recommend you to others. And so this is great when they're looking. And then a bonus tip that we don't have on here is actually ask them to make an introduction, right? So a lot of times any business, any good business is built on referrals. I know my first 50K client, my second one came from referral right then because I was helping them out and they loved working with me. right? So it's a great way to keep going. So how to collect the 3-pillar testimonial. So really quick question to ask is you're going to send them a simple email or form requesting feedback for this. I do WhatsApp a lot, but you really do want to do an email. If you have one of your own virtual assistants or your admin person, having them send it out is great. How would you describe working with me as a person, my approach, and how I showed up for you? Knowledge, what impressed you about my experience and understand the message, and who would you recommend and why? Make these, worth you recommending for these results, right? This structure guides you with the exact guide you need for getting testimonials. So this is 2. This is now more the case study one, right? Who I was before, okay, the client starting point. So before I met Jeff, I was here. What wasn't working? Where I am now, the current state, specific results and changes. Like we can do this for Shalom's VA basis. Shalom was living, that's our VA business we own out in the Philippines. She was living in the Philippines. Her Wi-Fi was going out, was flooding in her place all the time. Now she has a whole office. She has a whole team of VAs down there. Currently, she wants to grow to 300, she told me the other day, right? I'm becoming a BPO. Where she was before, where she is now. Very picture. And then what I gained, my recommendation. So I gained how to use the DISC test. I worked with Jeff. I saw his heart. I saw him do whatever it is when business happened. And it grew CLC help, CLC assistance to where we are today, right? So transformational story. So the power of transformational stories is key, okay? Before, I was struggling to do this. Now I have a wait list of this. And I gained numbers, I gained clarity, I gained a unique method that I didn't see anywhere else, okay? This is it. This is what now when people are coming onto your webinar, they're booking the call. You want to see these videos before they got on with your salesperson or even before they even get to your presentation on your webinar or whatever you're doing. So collecting transformational story videos. It's very simple. You just outreach people. You reach out to successful clients, personal requests. Now, if you're a new coach, you're watching this like, man, I don't have anybody. Do some free thing. Take your methodology. This is what I did, and do free sessions. After a while, do not do free anymore. Okay, I'm telling that for myself. Right, the only person we're helping for free is Rocco the Gorilla now, the AI Gorilla. We're gonna do this. We'll get testimony videos for him after his people go through his program. But in all seriousness, you want to explain your request, tell them you're collecting details, and you want to do it with an innovative campaign, which is a time coming up. Like, hey, I'm coming up on January 15th. We're relaunching the Real Estate Summit. We'll let you come in, at a discount, or we'll come in for a free ticket if you give me a testimony video. We'll give you a t-shirt. Always bribing for testimonies is nothing new. I was just downstairs, this girl for these Pavola cakes, which are very popular cakes. She was, everybody, she was giving free desserts. Hey, do a 5-star Google review, right? So it's nothing new under the sun. Make it easy. Offer to do as a quick recorded interview if it feels daunting. So a lot of times, a lot of people don't like to go and put their phone in front of their face. Do they look good and stuff? So just get on a call with them and do it. That's a great way to do it. The best time to request a transformation story is right after a major win or breakthrough moment, as I said before. Strike while the enthusiasm is high and the results are fresh, okay? So where to use these testimonials? So great, now you got them. Where to use them? So 3 pillars of where you can use them: sales pages, landing pages, the hero section, okay? This is you being the hero for what they're looking for. LinkedIn profiles, social media bios, email signatures. On every email signature, having your testimony videos is key there. You have no idea how many people rank on it. It's a golden nugget. Speaker introductory pages, quick credibility builders and presentations. So transformational stories are detailed case studies and pages on your websites, email nurturing sequences and launches, video testimonials and client spotlights, long form sales letters, and webinar, my favorite, webinar social proof segments, okay? So using these 3 pillars will help build trust, transformational stories. Let me know what it is. If you ever worked with me at one time and you're watching this video and you want, comment below. Maybe I'll give you one of these testimonials. So your action plan for today's video, okay, on Success Saturday is to identify your best client results. Okay, so make a list of 5 to 10 people that you've worked with. Okay, this is your testimony gold mine. You want as many as you can. You want at least 4 to start. Then send requests this week. Okay, I would send them right now. Reach out to 3 people, 3 pillars, and ask 2 client transformational, and use the templates we covered. Actually, I'll do this too as well. And then create a testimonial system. And by the way, you even need, if you ask someone just to give you a testimony on your character and your knowledge alone and they're around you, that's enough right there. You can start that way. And then when you build testimonials requests into your client offering onboarding process, proof is standard how you work and not an afterthought. Big thing of it, one of the guys down here, he puts on a big event. He has a whole camera set up where people come in and just share their success stories. And the people, especially in business, want to be on camera. They have no problem doing it, okay? So remember, your best marketing asset isn't something you create. It's what clients say about the transformation and you help, okay? So besides you telling you about your product, what's more powerful is people telling you, their people telling other people about your product, right? That's why reshares, mentions, Instagram stories, and a lot of stuff we'll go over later work because it's just word of mouth. This is a way to start collecting your testimonies right now. I'll see you next Saturday for Success Saturday.